subscribe, and turn on notifications. Yo, what up everyone? Welcome back to another squad builder. I don't know what happened to me. You guys know I stopped playing FIFA for at least a month, I think, or so, and I just lost interest. But then this one day I woke up and I thought, hey, I got so many coins, why not put that to use and let you guys see what these players are like, test out different players. You could almost say it's like a review on the whole team or many different players to give you a little understanding as well. If you're thinking about buying someone, I'll be like, all right, this guy's good, that guy's good, and just go into detail about it. So I went off for a different kind of team this time. It's a little cheaper than the last one we did, but anyways, in goal we have an interesting one. We have Edwin van der Sar, and he doesn't have a prime version yet, so I had to go the 89 van der Sar. That's a very interesting one. I was a big fan of him as well when he was playing for United and Fulham as well. I just loved him. I think he's a fantastic keeper. Now, the centre-back partnerships were a lot different. One of them was a lot different, so I tried to go for something, at least a different partner next to Timothy Ramos. So I went with Inform 86 Azpilicueta, and next to him was Timothy Ramos. You can't go wrong with Timothy Ramos. Look at those stats alone. Just look at his 86 pace. That says it all right there. Azpilicueta has a lot of pace as well, which is really nice to have 81 pace, but he's quite short for centre back, but I think he still does the job really well. Now, left back was another very interesting one. 83 pace, Ashley Young. I did want some pace on that left side as well in the BPL, so I went with him instead of a typical icon. And the right back is one to watch, Semedo. Now, I'm a Barca fan, and he has been playing absolutely amazing for us. I love him. I think he's fantastic, defending and moving up. I just think offensively as well, he's quite amazing. Maybe not in front of goal, but just pushing down the wing, crossing, linking up. He's great. He's fantastic. Now, center mid, we went with an interesting one again. Man of the match, Rakitic. I saw that EA released some man of the matches, so I thought, let's get some of those in there. So we went with Rakitic, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. Moving on to the next one is Team of the Season Kante, and those stats are absolutely insane, almost like 9 goal-ins. Team of the Season, that card is just absolutely godly. I don't even need to talk about it because the stat says it itself. Next up, we have Prime Hadji, and I kind of needed an icon in between that, and I thought none other than, instead of going for the typical Hullet, Mateus, or something like that, I went with Prime Hadji. Very, very nice card in there. Now, this is where it gets the most interesting. So, striker is whoever's leading this is going to be insane. So striker, we have Inform Bale. Cost me quite a bit, but I did get him for a lot cheaper because he was going for 1.8 or so. So we have him up front, and then next up we have Prime Ronaldinho, who is an absolute god on this game. And then finishing off, another person that featured in the last video was Team of the Year, Messi. So looking back, the only 2 players, or 3, was it 2 players that featured in the last video was Team of the Year Messi and Team of the Year Ramos. I think that's it, other than the people on the bench. But yeah, so remember in the last video I said I want you guys to get involved and make a team on Foothead or Footwiz or whatever you use, and comment down below and paste it there, because the next squad builder will possibly be chosen by you. So I said the budget is from minimum 800k to, let's call it 1 mil, maximum 4 mil. So you link me down below in the comment section. I'll click on it, see the team. Remember to save the squad when you're sending it, because some people send some links in and they didn't save it, so I was looking at a blank squad. So don't forget to do that. And if you don't know how to do it, I'll put the link down in the description. You click on it, it'll take you straight to create a squad builder. Don't worry, you don't need to log in, you don't need any information. You just straight up create it, click on the positions, type in the name, the card will pop up, blah blah blah, save it, and then send it to me. Alright, now let's test this team out in a few games. I really like making different squads now. Like, I don't want to go for the typical generic one. Like, for example, the next one I'm thinking of should have maybe a striker Hazard or something like that. Just as an example. So I don't want you to go for the typical ones. But one person I really want to try is Prime Mateus in that team as well. But you don't have to do that just for the sake of for your chance to get chosen. I will choose whatever's the most creative and interesting, and man of the matches I love as well. Path to Glory or whatever it's called as well. But anyways, let's get back into this. Ronaldinho already on the score sheet with an amazing dribble. I didn't really call that amazing, to be honest, but yeah, I read the play quite easily on that free kick. But look at this. This is one thing I loved about Bale. When he received the ball, just stop with him, play it over the top, and believe me, he did it like it was light work. That's what I loved about that Bale card. He was more of a holding striker for me. That's how I used him in this, and kind of wanted to feed the ball to Ronaldinho the most. Look at him, he's so quick. He just holds the ball, plays it. Ronaldinho just skips past one, just like the days in Barca where he just skipped past everyone from the left flank and then just slotted home. But sadly, I hit the post here. But yeah, I just love using him on the left flank. I thought his prime would be a bit off-putting for me on the wing. I prefer him to be more central, but you know what? I think he's way better on the wing for me personally. Look at that. His finishing is just absolutely amazing, and I think that's one of the reasons why I got back into FIFA, was the fact that I could use one of my favorite players in the world, Ronaldinho. As you can see, Bale powering through here. Nice outside the foot finish there from Bale. I'm telling you guys, we're going to talk about the top 3 in a bit, but it was very difficult to choose the top 3, but one of them for sure is prime Ronaldinho. That's one of the people in the top 3. And you know what, the other one is going to be man of the match, Rakitic. Now, as you saw, that free kick was insane. Like, it was going top corner. There was, to be honest, I don't know how the keeper saved it. I don't think I've ever seen a keeper on FIFA save one that's going that far up, but he is just insane. And Rakitic again off the post. Now I'm going to tell you something about Rakitic, but look at this lovely few crosses and a lovely goal from Kante. Now man of the match Rakitic's shooting outside the box is actually amazing. His finishing isn't the greatest, but look at that, like, he's so silky smooth on the ball. Sometimes midfielders like that again off the post, though, unlucky. That's what I'm saying. His finishing isn't the greatest, but I think he's so silky smooth on the ball because he's slow, so you can't do those over touch dribbles with a pacey player. He's slow, so you don't really have to use acceleration, just gotta weed in and out, and the roulette with him is so easy to do and stuff like that, and basic spins. That's what I love about him. So we're gonna get into the final game. I just put the goals for this one, and it was by someone I was saying who deserved to be in the top 3, and look at this here. Bale, lovely, unselfish. Rakitic slots it bottom right. Rakitic on the score sheet early on as well. I'm telling you guys, this guy is absolutely fun to use. You know, it was very hard to choose a top 3 for this because even Kante is insane, Bale is insane. Those are the other 2 that deserve mentions, but so far, look at that finish. So far for the top 3, we'd go for Rakitic, man of the match, prime Ronaldinho, and like I said, Bale and Kante probably the other ones that deserve the most recognition out of them. And I mean, like, you can obviously say Ramos is there and like, you know, the basic midfielders, but honestly, it was so obvious who it was. It was Kante, Ronaldinho, and Rakitic. There's the top 3. If you don't know what the top 3 is, the 3 players that stood out the most for the 4 or 5 games I played even after the video, which is what I kind of do so I can give more feedback off camera, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's it for me. Don't forget to smash the like button. Hitting the like button shows your support, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Have a wonderful day. Peace.